Celebrity Fit Club, we have to play the audio of Mia and the Snapple lady.
Obnoxious, delusional Mia Tyler.
Can we agree to something here? We're going to take a quick break, and,
Yes.
and let's try to focus.
What?
We're going to focus.
On.
As soon as we get back from the break, we're going to talk about Celebrity Fit Club.
I got to go to the bathroom. So do I. I want to go to the bathroom. Are we all going to go to the bathroom? Because I got to go.
Let's all go to the bathroom.
The show started, and no one was here.
I'll go to the bathroom, too.
I'm going, too.
All right.
Come on.
Let's all go.
3 men walking, talking.
Where's Ben? We need an open window in there. It's only 8 degrees out.
Oh, I'm telling you, somebody scarred him as a child. You know what it is? Ben, in his little kindergarten class, went in there, and his little fat midget legs were hanging off the ball, not hitting the floor, and he dropped an atomic log, and it probably reeked and stunk up the whole classroom.
Right.
That's why he opens that thing, because little Ben's duties smelled up the classroom.
Right. Open the door. And you know those bathrooms when you're in kindergarten, they're right in the room.
Yep.
You don't go down the hallway.
Yep.
It's in the room. So you get done, you hear the whoosh. The door opens up, and now the smell wafts into the kindergarten class. And the little children all giggled, chuckled, and pointed at Big Duty Ben.
Or I'll bet you the girl he had a crush on back then had to go right after, and her little leather shoes went in right after old Tsunami Colon wrecked the little kindergarten bathroom, and she came out and started pointing at Stinky Duty Ben and his messy kindergarten hair.
Gravy dripping down his leg onto his hush puppies.
Did you guys have the girl? Did you guys have the girl in grammar school that peed her pants and the teacher had to have the spare panties that she had to give her?
I never heard of the spare panties.
Oh, it's hilarious.
The janitor would come in with the sawdust.
Oh, yeah.
And put it under her chair. Oh, and there's just like the.
What
there
is
was
up
a
with
girl.
that? The puddle of pee, right?
Dude, there was a girl, and we were all sitting in class, and it was very quiet, and all you hear are the pencils on paper in the classroom, and we just heard like the running water running off of a seat.
Yeah.
And we looked around, everyone's like starts looking around, and there she is, the girl just sitting there with this yellow stream pooled up in her seat in her little elementary school plastic chair and dripping onto the floor.
I had the same.
And everyone just starts,
we had one of those too.
She was just talking.
Her name was Rosemary.
Rosemary?
I won't give her away her last name because I don't remember it. I would love to call her out.
The teacher's got to come over now and, okay, students, back to work.
Right. Try
and
to calm the situation. And
come here.
And then she's crying. Rosemary's crying, and then the teacher walks her out with these little pair of panties because now she's soiled herself.
Oh.
And Rosemary was known as the girl that peed in like 2nd and 3rd grade, and also was known as the girl that struck out in kickball.
Oof.
How do you strike out in kickball?
Oh,
and
pee
then
your pants.
You see her. We see her at like my high school reunion, right? She's a hot piece of ass.
Oh boy!
But will always be known in this circle as the girl that peed her pants in class and struck out in kickball.
That's what happens. There were guys that would throw up in class, or girls that throw up, and you're the puke guy, for the rest of eternity.
My first attempt at sarcasm, I was a little boy. I had a crush on little Kelly Howell. I remember her name.
Oh, little Kelly.
I had a crush on her. And I had a horrible habit of only being able to go to the bathroom at home. I could never go in school. And I would always dump in my pants. Always. I told you one time I was walking. Dude, I mean, nightmare proportions.
Wait, how old were you when you were
This
dumping
is
in
second
your...
or third grade.
Third grader, you're dumping in your
constantly.
pants.
But I remember...
You have to sit knowing those logs are in there
Dude,
until you go home.
On a side note, before I get back to the Kelly Howell one time, it just smelled like rust. It had been sitting there for hours. It was like after you do it and you sit and you can feel it cool. It's cool against your cheeks.
God.
And she was standing behind me, and I was like really nervous because she was there. And she's like, "Did you go poops in your pants?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." I tried to be sarcastic, although I was honest. One time I was in 6th grade.
You should never have one story, let alone 2.
Dude, I have 50. Me and my friend Billy D'Angelo used to walk to school together, and I stopped by Bill's house, and I had one coming on, and I could never use anyone else's bathroom. I don't know where all this shame about my system comes from. So I tried to break it off and stop, but a piece broke off, and it rolled down my pant leg, and I kicked it out, and Bill saw it and laughed.
What a guy. He laughed.
I was like a rocket.
Duty diva.
Yeah.
You're like, that was a defense mechanism for you.
It actually went 40 yards, so too bad I wasn't playing football this weekend.
Yeah, for the Jets.
But that's true, yeah.
Learning way too much about Jim Norton during the break.
That was a fun little bathroom trip.
We really just got to bring audio equipment to the bathroom because that's when Jimmy really starts confessing. Did he say he has vivid memories of making it in his pants 60 to 70 times?
Yeah.
I don't have 70 memories, but I mean, I can remember it got so bad. And I was probably in 6th or 7th grade.
And it was all dumps in your pants?
Wait, 6th or 7th grade now?
Yeah, what I would do is, I hated using public restrooms.
Wait, you were still dumping in your pants in 6th grade?
Not like I just didn't know what was happening, but I would try to hold it, and sometimes a little piece would come out.
Man.
But I can remember standing under my sink. My mother's like, I'm not doing it anymore. And I had the water running and the soap in the water, and I was scrubbing it, cleaning my own white tighty whities like I lived on Little House in the Prairie. This is 1979.
Going down to the river and beating it on a rock.
I really am an ass.
With a stick.
Oh,
that's awful.
Maybe some therapist can call in. Because I used to hate going to the bathroom. I would kind of like just kneel by my bed, and when I would hold it for as long as I could, just kneeling by my bed.
Even in your house?
Oh yeah, I would like just kneel by my bed, and like I would be kneeling like I was praying, but I wasn't praying. I was kind of reading on the bed, and I would just kind of like zone out and hold it. Don't ask me what that means. I don't know.
You couldn't just walk into the bathroom
Never.
of your own house.
No, it wasn't a fear of that. I don't know. There was something cool about holding it.
Oh, okay. Now it's something completely different.
Yeah, that was a totally different scenario. That was just
something cool about holding it.
Yeah, it's like the way it was a weird zone I would go into.
Why didn't Helen help you out with this?
I don't know. Maybe Jimmy's cape one time got a log on it, and Helen got mad. But now it hasn't translated into now.
What happened to you as a kid? I need
please.
to know.
There's a stranger walking around right now with because I was a little blonde boy. I'll bring in baby pictures. I was a little. Believe me, if you like kids, I wanted to molest myself when I saw baby pictures.
Oh.
How could anybody not touch me? Little stomach I had at Avalon when I was a boy.
That's. I need to know what happened.
And I wouldn't even blame whoever did it. I deserved it.
You did.
Running around with my blonde locks, adorable face, begging for it.
You have pictures of young Jimmy on your website.
Eatabullet.com. Yeah. It's I got plugged. It's automatic.
Eatabullet.com has
little Jimmy grows
so you can
up.
see little Jimmy's pictures on that website.
It truly is an unsolved mystery, though.
And as you look at his cute little pictures, just think there was probably a steaming hot load of crap in his pants.
Yeah. As I force a smile because it's almost over.
Unsolved mystery.
What's in Jimmy's pants?
Who touched Jimmy as a kid?
Who touched little Jimmy Norton? We need your help. Please go to the website and look at his picture. If it looks familiar, call us. Let us know if you're the reason he dumped in his pants for so many years. Unsolved mystery. Why did Jimmy find it so traumatic to use a bathroom, but now he likes being used as a bathroom? These mysteries and more must be solved with the help of our viewer, cute little Jimmy. He'll be the cute little blonde boy with a little lump in the back of his pants. Not to be confused with the messy-haired kid with a big lump in the front of his pants.
It certainly is a mystery. It all started with a touch somewhere.
Believe me, I'm
you
not.
really don't know?
No, I'll tell you. Please. I suspect that, too, just because I show all the signs.
Yeah.
But I really do have no memories of it. So it's like I could have been.
Freaky pervert is what you are.
I was a little dirty boy. I told you I used to act out sexually. So I'm wondering if it's just one of those things where I was experimenting at that age and I'm an addict. So like anything that was like weird or whatever, I was hooked on immediately.
Yeah.
I had a sexual addiction from the time I was a kid. Wow. It may not have been brought on by an adult. It may have just been me and some little dumbbell exploring. I told you, I still remember Julie. Her ass, I'm an ass freak, and I tried to get her to sit on my little second grade lap, and she didn't want to, so I'm like, all right, well, here are some sticker bushes. You could sit on my lap, or you could sit on the sticker bushes, and she sat in the sticker bushes, and that set a pattern for old Jim Norton and his relationship with women. I lost out to sticker bushes, and I wonder why my self-esteem is awful. Yeah. Janice, I remember Janice putting her hiding in my face in the woods, Devil's Creek in Edison.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just love the cool feeling of the cheek against my...
All right, let's go to Todd the trucker. Todd?
First, I got to go to George from Philly. He says, is this focusing?
Oh, what were we supposed to do?
Sorry, George.
The Fatty show.
You're right.
What? When were we going to do that?
I don't remember, but I remember we were supposed to do it at some point.
George is such a stick in the mud.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tend the rabbits.
Fatty show. What was that again? I don't remember. Maybe
What?
Todd, go ahead.
Morning, boys.
Hey, Todd, let's go.
Hello.
Morning, Raisin Bag.
Hi, Todd. Thanks for calling.
Hey, thanks for having me on the program. Hey, when I was in school, we had a little girl named Diane, and she was always peeing in her seat, but I think it was because she was hooked on the milk. Boy, she drank milk like crazy, and one time I took her milk and put it outside and hid it on her, and she called the principal on me. I guess I'm punching out.
Hello, exactly!
Here's what we didn't like about the story,
Yeah.
and this is what makes at least one person in every state want to cave your head in with a rock. The fact that you told it in a childlike way and said, and she told the principal on me, like we were all going to go, oh my God, what happened? Did she get in trouble? You should have just said she peed her pants a lot.
Right.
And I hid her milk. Phew. Actually, that was an awful story no matter how you phrased it.
Just horrid.
If she went outside and was abducted looking for her milk and they never found her again, that's a great story.
No, maybe, yeah, that's true. But then if it follows up with something with a shallow grave involved, kind of like that.
Yeah.
Leaf covered.
And a ransom note and little cowboy hat.
We'll try again. Joe in Delaware.
Yeah, hey, guys, how you doing?
Good.
Yeah, I'm at work, so I got to be kind of careful about how I talk about this.
Little dance routine that'll never be finished.
That happened to me in 5th grade. I asked the teacher to let me go, and she wouldn't let me go, and I tried to hold her, and like 10 minutes before the end of the school day, it happened. And if I ever see her, again, I'm gonna knock her reproductive organs out of alignment. Okay, car crash.
Because dude, you set it up like, I got to talk really quiet about this. Why? Were you afraid of waking the people you told your last story to? I'm going to tell you the story whispering. Can we dance on our wedding night? Only if you don't go to the bathroom in your pants. Thank you, Joaquin. Silent J. Yuck.
Let's all say hi to Richard Jeni. Richard.
Oh, cool.
Hello, boys.
Hey, Richard.
Hello there.
Hello, Richard.
How are you?
It's been a long time.
It certainly has. Richard's got a HBO special.
Brand new HBO comedy hour called Richard Jeni, A Big Steaming Pile of Me, 10 p.m. tonight on HBO.
I haven't seen it, but I actually was talking. I saw Colin last night, and I drove him home, and he actually said he saw it, and he said it was really good.
You did?
Yes.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Colin's a good judge of that.
Yes.
Yeah, that's always good when another guy thinks it's funny. I'm surprised you guys have put me on your show. I thought we were finished, wiped out after last time.
Richard, you know, I think there's we just got off on the wrong foot. I think there's a misconception of our relationship.
All right, so we're all good now, or
yeah, we had we were funning with you.
All right.
That time on the air, right?
Right.
And then things kind of got out of hand, I think.
Right.
Well,
no.
no.
It was a misunderstanding.
Yeah, we were just kind of joking around.
Well, we kept you outside the studio for like 3 hours, and then we finally let you in, and then you were really funny. We enjoyed your appearance, but then what happened was, whatever. It's old news. But
all right. Well,
you were agreeing with another DJ when he was trashing us, and we were very surprised at that, just because the day before you were on our show having a lot of fun.
But you know what? You never let me finish. That never happened. I never, ever said your name on the radio, ever. All it was something about other guys imitating, what's his name? I don't know if I'm allowed to say that.
Yeah, you can say it.
can.
Yeah, it's Howard, yeah.
You can.
Okay. And then you guys said, you were on talking about us, and I was saying, I never said a word about you, ever. All I said was that there were guys that were out there imitating him, and somehow it came back that it was you, and it wasn't you. I never mentioned you.
It's water, Asian bodies, and umbrellas under the bridge.
Oh, man.
All right, then I'm sorry that I took your CD and picked out the really bad sections and made sure everyone heard.
Oh, that was awful.
sections.
He took your CD and took things out of context and just was playing it. And of course, if you just take pieces of a comedy CD,
What else happened that
Doesn't
day,
work.
though? Because you were in an
Opie was
awful
just a
mood.
vindictive prick.
Something happened that day that he was just in a foul, horrible mood.
Yeah, his alarm
woke
clock
up.
went off.
Well, that was a CD that I made about 2 weeks after 9/11,
Yep.
which, you know how it is with material. The longer you work on it, the better it gets. So, that was like right out of the box, right after 9/11. I was like, all right, I'll send this out. Maybe some people play it on the radio. Maybe people get some laughs and they won't feel so bad.
No, Richard, you don't have to explain. We know you're a funny guy. It was just one of those things, and I just chose to go that way with it. And
where did you see Colin? You're not in.
I'm in New York. I did a spot at the Cellar last night. It's Norton. I saw him at the side. He was doing a spot, so I just drove him home.
Sure wasn't a tough crowd reunion show.
No, it certainly wasn't. Yeah, me, him, and Keith just riffing on each other in 10-degree weather, hoping a camera shows up. 3 zilches.
That's so funny, man, because when you lose your show, that's what Ant and I were doing for 2 years.
I know, calling each other
up and riffing about the news, thinking, wow, this would have been funny for 1 million people instead of 2.
So now I can say any kind of curse word I want on this show?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what XM satellite radio is all about, man.
Yeah, I don't know. It feels weird.
Well, which one do you want to say?
I was thinking about. It's such a I don't know. Is fuck okay?
Yeah. That's a good one to start with.
Okay, fuck. How about cunt? Is that
that's okay, but we have this.
Warning, C-word alert, C-word alert, warning.
So we usually play that before the C word because there's a lot of ladies out there that...
Yeah, that way the ladies can really turn up their radios because they enjoy that word so much.
Reminds them of when they bring home bad grades, what Daddy would say.
that word is called the argument stopper.
Yep.
Oh, no, that isn't the argument stopper. It's the argument changer. Because no matter what you were arguing about, if their super hearing picks up that word, the argument completely changes. And you're wrong then, no matter what you were arguing about prior. You were instantly wrong. And you could spend the night out of the house.
All right, well, that's got to be fun to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Where'd you tape the special?
In Orange County, California, in a place...
the OC, as I like to call it.
The OC.
When I'm out there. Orange
Taped
County,
in
the
the
OC. Yeah, sure.
Because after this is the 5th one I've done, and then after a while you kind of realize nobody cares where it's from, so why not do it near your house?
True. Hey, that's a good point.
Nobody cares. Nobody goes, boy, did that guy suck, but it was shot in Cleveland.
Where do you get your stuff from, man? It's got to be difficult to come up with new stuff for so many specials.
I steal it from Norton a lot.
Do you?
Yeah. I kind of stand in the back and see what Norton's up to, because... I don't know. It's whatever happens to be going on in your mind. I just did. I was coming in here, and here's something I want to talk. I don't get it worked out, but they keep cutting the pay of these airline people all the time.
Right.
Like the pilot now has like a 50% pay cut.
Yeah, some of these pilots can't even afford to live.
I know.
Some of the guys that fly the smaller planes, especially.
Yeah.
You keep thinking, is that really the place to cut corners?
Yeah, exactly.
Because I've seen what disgruntled postal workers can do, and they're right here on the ground. I really want a guy up in the cockpit with nothing left to lose.
That's very good.
Yeah, that could be something. That could be a pilot going, folks, my pay's been cut 40%, so I think I'll stop about 40% short of the run. We realize you have a choice of carriers. What can I say? You fucked up. See, that's the funniest that joke has ever been so far, because I usually have to say screwed up.
Right.
Now I can say fucked up.
Everyone knows the F word, much funnier than the S word.
But as Norton could tell you, the big money is in the corporate gigs.
Yes, and I'm very, very well loved on the corporate circuit.
Are you really? Do you do one of those?
Dude, I don't think I've ever done a corporate gig. I mean, Christmas parties where companies come out, that's what I consider a corporate gig. If I do a spot at Caroline's in December.
Oh, they're the best.
He's too dirty and despicable.
Yeah. You do a lot of them, though, right?
They're the best. I did one for Microsoft. I got to meet Bill Gates.
Really?
Yeah, it was some development conference or something. So I said, "Can I meet Mr. Gates?" I go, "Yeah, sure." So he brought me back there. So I talked to the guy, right? I'm standing back there talking to the guy, and it was, you could tell he was sick because there was like a lot of rolled up $100 bills with snot on them all over the place. So then a couple of days go by, and I read in the paper that Bill Gates makes something like, I don't know what the number was, but it was something like $60,000 or $70,000 an hour every hour of the day.
Man.
And then I thought, this guy talked to me for like 20 minutes. And it would have been cheaper, like, for him to give me $10,000 and tell me to go fuck myself. It would have been like, here's a check, go fuck yourself. It was cheaper than actually talking to me. It's kind of flattering in that way.
I hear he has, he's very unhygienic, Gates.
Really?
And he has bad breath. Yeah, I heard.
A lot of nerdy guys are, though.
Yeah, I heard.
Sometimes people look not too good looking in a picture, and then you meet them in real life and they look better.
Yeah.
He's not one of those.
No. Yeah, I hear he's a real mess.
He is a geeky-looking fucking guy, and he has, he had like Taco Bell wrappers around. Like he eats shitty food, and he's really shy and awkward. But he's the richest fucking. The whole time you're sitting there, you go, I'm talking to the richest fucking guy in the world.
And he's got guys with machine guns all over protecting him.
That's the other thing that I kept thinking. One wrong word, and there's going to be somebody in here.
How many? Did you see his security detail? Because I think he's probably got like 15, 20 guys that are with. Because he's a big kidnapping risk. I mean,
Hi. A bunch of Club Soda Kennys.
Yeah, a bunch of big retards just annoying everyone at Microsoft with emails.
You don't really notice him. I guess there must have been guys around. He had like some guy there, that I guess looks after him like every minute. But I'm sure there must have been a whole bunch of people around.
Yeah.
Did you have to go through a security check when you went in?
No, because it was like a convention center. So, in a big convention center, they had like these makeshift dressing rooms in the back.
Oh, right.
Yes, and everybody has one. So he had one, and then he sat down on my computer because it was dark.
Oh, really?
He was walking on to go on, and he walked in, and he went, you mind if I sit here? And I said, no, go ahead. And he sat down, but he couldn't see that my computer was there. So I thought, wow, it's Bill Gates' ass was just on my keyboard. It's like blessed.
Hey, did you, was it actually a good gig, or did it suck?
Those gigs, you should do them. All you got to do is not be dirty, and they'll pay you. That's the main thing. As long as you don't say anything dirty, you get paid.
Good luck.
That's the only thing.
Poor Jimmy.
Yeah, dude, it's unfortunate. I would love to do those.
Opie and Anthony probably do a ton of them.
Yeah. Yeah, we're right there with the cleanliness of our material. Jim could do a corporate gig if the corporation is Screw Magazine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it.
Selling butt plugs or child pornography. I'm your man. You got a duffel porn. Creep.
And they like topical too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you could go in there and talk about. Is it Prince Harry or who is it?
Oh yeah, Harry.
Oh yeah.
Harry
What do you think of that whole thing?
Yeah. Well, the guy. They said that he's going to have to watch Schindler's List now.
Yeah.
And they said if he does it again, they're going to make him watch Geely. So they're pissed.
Punishing him with movies.
All I can say is this: I wouldn't call myself the best dresser in the world, but you've made a fashion faux pas when you knocked the tsunami off page 1. They had 200,000 dead, but yeah, this is horrendous.
Swastika.
Well, we got bored of the tsunami coverage. We're like, all right, bring on the next story. That's how we think in America.
Yeah.
So this is not the first airing, right? It already obviously aired because Colin saw it.
The first airing was Saturday night, and it's on again tonight at 10 p.m. Richard Jeni, A Big Steaming Pile of Me, and all the airings upcoming are over there at HBO.com.
That's great,
Cool,
dude.
Richard. Thanks, man. Thanks for calling in, and
All right.
glad we got this straightened out after so many years.
Yeah, 2 years.
2 years,
Thinking,
exactly.
how long has it been? And I thought, well, that was 01, and there's Opie and Anthony on the coast. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, we'll have you come in when you're in New York.
I'm in.
Well, cool. Thank you, Richard.
Thank you, guys.
See you later, man.
There he goes, Richard Jeni.
We're mending fences, Opie.
Dude, he is a really, really funny stand-up.
I know. It was annoying me when we had our little falling out because I'd see some of his stuff and I'd be pissed off if I laughed at it. You ever get pissed that you're laughing at someone you really don't like? It annoys the hell out of you. So
Yeah, he's a really, really solid. I did one gig with him
Happens
years
every day
ago.
on this show.